you know, like boys that you grow up with? You know, you've been about them for years, known them since you was kids, but you just, as you get older, you just go your separate ways. Whenever you do, like, bump into each other again, you're still mates, and nothing's awkward. You sort of slip back into, like, the same. You're having a chat, you're having a laugh, like nothing's changed. But things have changed, you know what I mean? You've both gone your own ways, you've got your own things. And I'm talking about when friends get involved in drugs, like drugs that you're not involved in, you know. One of my pals was like that. This geezer, grew up with him, really. We didn't go to the same school, but we were the same age. We hung about with us, knocked about with the same circles. We used to go raving together at the same time. He'd go with all his friends. I'd go with all my friends. We'd all meet up on the train somewhere, or meet up at the rave, and we'd be like 30-handed strong. You know what I mean? Proper teams, like didn't have to worry about nothing. You know what I mean? Whenever we linked up together, but slowly, surely, just drugs took hold of him. You know, heroin. And he was sort of messing about with it when we was kids, but more on the quiet, you know. And he's not one, and he was always the same. He was the same off it, or he was the same on it, if you know what I mean. He was always up for a laugh, always chatty. He didn't change, yeah. But the drugs got hold of him, and you know, even to this day, probably just, you know, and I'm talking that it's got hold of him, like his teeth have fell out, and I'm not slagging him off. He's a mate. His teeth have fell out, you know. If you don't have it in the morning, he can't walk because his legs don't work, you know. And he basically goes out shoplifting, gets enough for like a couple of hours, and goes back out, you know. Yeah. Every now and again, though, even once I stopped raving, you know, he'd stop raving. You get older, don't you? But every now and again, I'd see him in jail. For a start, yeah, I'd always see him in jail. And every now and again, I'd pop up to one of his flats or something, yeah, that he had. And I'd go and get on it. I was never on that all the time. But White and B, I have done it. And if you're going to do one, you're going to do the other, ain't you? If you're going to do the White, you're going to do the B to go sleep at the end of the night, you know. Yeah. So this is one of them nights, right? Days. I say nights. If I ever turned up at his house, I'd be there for like, well, we wouldn't see each other for years and years and years. And then I would turn up at his flat and stay there for 3 days, 4 days, you know. Yeah, one of these ones, right? His flat at the time, he had a flat in Aldale at the time, near Straight Road, and there's a Tesco's along Straight Road, yeah. So if you leave his house and walk to Tesco's, it'll take, I don't know, 5 minutes, if that. Literally, you come out of his flat, drop down, there's a fence that you're not meant to go. It's blocking off where we're going, so you've got to go around the fence, but there's a hole in the fence. You cut through the fence, go across the main road, straight in there. Oh mate, oof, war wounds. I was fighting a tiger last night, but I think I fell over, but that threw me, man. Yeah, so right, you cut through the fence, go across the road, you're at Tesco's, yeah? And basically, that was his lifeline. He'd wake up in the morning, if he was in a bad way, you know, and he'd tell you, he wouldn't try and hide it. If you was with around him when he woke up and he was clucking, mate. So, he'd get up, straight to Tesco's, shoplift, whatever, meat, cheese, alcohol, or razor blades, and away he'd go, you know. This one night, well, I got there in the daytime, turned up with a crate of Stella, yeah. My other mate was already there. I actually rung up my other mate. He was at my mate's house, yeah, already there getting on it. So, oh yeah, look, Cole. Yeah, I ain't seen each other for ages. Come round as well. All right, sweet. Didn't have to take much convincing, you know what I mean? I was on it. Turn up there, create a Stella. In the daytime, yeah. Stella's been smashed, right? Now, like, what are we gonna do? What are we gonna do now? This is the middle of summer, by the way. This is like, just say July. Yeah, red hot. And I'm only saying that because it comes into it in a minute. Should we go to Tesco's to get some money? This is him. Like, we're like, yeah. He said, I'm not allowed in there, yeah. He's talking rubbish. He just wants me and matey to go in there, yeah. Which is fair. I don't mind. All right. He's like, I'm not allowed in there. One of you's going to have to go in there, yeah. He's like, oh, mate, what? He's gone there, yeah. All right, so what are we going to do? He told me where the razor blades are, innit? Yeah, me, the 20 stone fat, half paralytic. I was 20 stone at the time, yeah. Paralytic drunk. My other mate wouldn't do it either. He was a pussy. This was a stupid thing to do anyway. This wasn't my finest moment, you know what I mean? This was just, I was drunk and things were just escalating, you know what I mean? There was no need for it. It was more of a laugh than anything. It was like, yeah, we'll go out, ha ha ha, we'll get some razor blades, we'll go get on it. We've left the flat, three of us, pissed as anything. So this was one of those 24-hour Tesco's, yeah? Never shuts, so say it was 11, 12 o'clock, whatever. All three of us have walked out of my mate's flat with Father Christmas hats on, yeah? It's July, yeah? We're going to nick shit. You're meant to be like holding it down, yeah? We've got Christmas hats on, mate. Ho, ho, ho. Walking down the street in these hats as well, yeah? Left the flat, crossed the main road in them. Christmas. I fully remember walking into Tesco's, yeah? Three of us walked in, yeah? Because where are they again? And all that, where are they? Where are they? I'm banned, don't forget. He's coming with me to show me where they are, yeah? I'm banned. It's all fun and games, isn't it? It was one of those silly nights, mate. We've walked into Tesco's, three man up, Christmas hats on, Father Christmas hats on. Security has looked straight away like, Three paralytic drunk fucking geezers walks in. One geezer with us has clearly been in there loads of times shoplifting. The geezer probably recognises him straight away. He showed me where they were, and him and me pals turned around and walked out, yeah? No help, no distracting the security guard. I've literally just got a bag of whatever I had. Can't even remember the bag, yeah? Put it down. And when the security guard, I'm near the front, I'm near the double doors that open up, yeah? The security guards, you know where the security guards stand, they stand next to the double doors on their little monitor. Probably like that on the monitor, like widening it up, watching me, like, pissed, in a Santa's hat, in shorts and a t-shirt, in a Santa's hat, at midnight, standing at the razor blade, swaying, like, just went like that. Took about £1,000 worth, yeah, took the whole lot. I'm just going to walk out in front of him. I was just going to say, well, I don't know what I was planning, like, there was no plan, it was ridiculous. The plan was to get outside, yeah, and pass the bag to them two, and them two would run off with it, yeah, and then matey would be like, oi, I'll be like, yeah, just walk off. Stupid plan was never going to work, yeah, because those two bastards, mate, I come out to give the bag to them, yeah, the geezer, I've come out walking past the geezer, yeah, straight up, I've been nicked for all sorts, yeah. Shoplifting is down there on the worrying about it list, yeah, so I didn't care about the security guard. Right, I've gone past him. He's gone, oi, trying to stop me. And I've got out with the bag, yeah. Hand it to my other co-conspirators, and they're standing down the alley going, come on, down the end of the alley, yeah, stitching me right up, yeah. The geezers come out to grab me again. I'm 20 stone. Listen, nowadays I'd take 2 strides and give it to him, yeah. I wouldn't do it that. It's ridiculous. It was so stupid. I went to run. Fat ass had just slipped in a puddle, mate, yeah? It's karma, done me straight away, yeah? This is what happens when your anti-lights come up. Fell in a puddle, yeah? Cut all my leg up, the geezers come over, I just picked up the bag and walked off, didn't say a word to me, yeah? Didn't say nothing. Probably looked at me in disgust, thinking, you scumbag. I'm glad you're in a puddle. I'm like, help me up. Like a turtle on my back, all fat, all cut up and bleeding on my knee. His 2 pals come, when did he come down there? I went, listen, it was funny, yeah? It was a funny situation, right? There was no seriousness to this. I was like, you listen, you stitched me up, blah, blah, blah. We went back to his flat. My mate's bird was there. She's like, took pity on me, as girls do. Like, girls always like become nurturers, don't they? Oh, I had my knee up like that, telling her all about it. No, the other 2 were just laughing at me. I had my leg up on the table where she's like, putting that red shit on it, iodine, whatever it's called. Oh, there, those bastards. And it went septic the next day. Fuming. If you enjoyed that, hit subscribe, and we'll chat tomorrow. Adios.